I'm going to show you how to make a head. This is an example where I started with I made an eye and then added it into a frame and also made the mouth. Did a bit of a Google search for good people to do, found just some random person. And I really like this because the way you can really see how an eye is. Sometimes when kids do eyes, they just make a circle and you think, oh, that's not really an eye. An eye is really lovely. It's got lovely details to pick out. So I made one to show you how I made an eye, and I've done this on two sort of levels. I've made the outside in a nice shape, and if you see the inside is just set back slightly, and it just gives you that like lifelike sense. And also what I try to do is on the pupil is to actually round it a bit with the tape when I've silvered it, and that really starts making it 3D. So I'll show you how I started. So you know, the eyes are left and right. So I've got to imagine the eye working. In this picture, it's quite hard to see the other eye, but you can sort of make it up. So the bit near the nose tends to be a bit lower, and when it finishes off, and this has hardly any just like a normal eye. If you sat and looked at yourself in the mirror, you could even look at your own eye. Just make sure I'm getting it about the same size as the other one. So what I'm going to do is I've made an outline of an eye, but just a single strand of wire is not much to see, so I'm going to slightly bubble it. So I'll get the pliers in, and I might just take that just to hold it in place. And then what I want is to just bubble it. So I just take the wire there. So at this side I think I'm going to carry it on past the line. Do you see how I'm just bubbling it? Not having it too thick. And then this one, I don't know, the eye near the nose is quite thin, so I'll just do it as if it's to the edge of it. And then I need to just carry that on. That joins to there, so we can take that, and then this can go down out the way. And the other thing about an eye, to make it like realistic, is to bend it. So it actually looks like it's following a face. And now I need to do the central bit, or the pupil. So I get the pupil on that. I'll make it slightly bigger, so it's like here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the sort of the highlight, like the light in the eye. So I'll just come in, and that'll act like the reflective side of the eye, which make it really alive. And then I'm going to bubble that all the way across. Make lots of silver in, and making sure you haven't got any sticky bits. So I'm going to get that taped in there. And tape that on. Might actually get that one across. And then just tape that on. So that's the two eyes pretty well made. The next thing I need to is sketch out the lips and to silver the lips, and then we can start putting the face on. So here I started sketching out the lips. This is the top lip and this is the bottom lip, and I've kept the bottom lip separate because it just is nice to have the line. Just makes it look more like lips than just a wodge. And obviously I've bent them, and I need to put the silver on so it's really luscious. Make sure you push it down and make sure you check for anything sticky, and just get it so it's not sticky. And the more tape you put on, the sort of more substantial it gets. So that's what the lips will look like. They're pretty finished. Now we can start joining the eyes and the lips all together to make a face, including a nose. We've got about an eye distance between, and then the eye comes up, comes off, and the nose will be starting to there. So we'll just use that. Just get a bit of tape on. We need an overlap, and then one of these things can go, that can be the nose coming up, and this one can be going there, and this one can be some of the face. This one will come up because there'll be a nice eyebrow there. This one will come up for the eyebrow, and this one will come. We need to get some more wire and just start filling that in. I've got the lips on and the eyes on, and with just a very few bits of wire, but now I need to flesh it out. I need to add loads of bits of wire and gradually build up the shape of the face and get the chin on. What I'm going to do now is get a neck and a bit of shoulders so it can stand up, and then I can go around to the hair and get some nice hair effects in. I've got the head standing, I've got a bit of a neck coming on, and I've sort of got a stand, so it stands. And now I've got to sort of think about how am I going to get some nice hair on, because when you look at the picture, it's all about the way her hair goes. So I'm going to probably get a bit coming through here and then coming down, and maybe silver some hair. I have to get some more wire in to see, and then maybe I could have a bit at the back, and then that'll finish it off quite nicely.